Okay, boys and girls, we got this all figured out now. So watch these servos here. And click this sucker on. There's our test tone. Open trap. Both servos move. Flashy lights. Motor is on. Close trap. Both servos close. Bar graph lights up. Blinky light goes on. And then one more click, and we're off. So I figured out what was actually wrong with this, and in all honesty, thank you guys so much for the help, because you guys kind of pointed me in the right direction as to what was going on here. And also I was able to actually get into contact with Jeremy Williams, who was the person that did the original code for this setup. Granted, he did it like 3 years ago, but I contacted him, and he was super nice. I talked to him through email, and he actually sent me the original code that he had, which was different than the one that I had shown you guys. And putting both of those two pieces together, we kind of figured out what was going on. So basically what's happening here is, and I'll show you, is these servos, it's a Tower Pro MG90D. I bought these off of Adafruit. I have two of them there. Those are labeled as being 180 degree servos, and they're not. If you go digging through some technical files, you'll actually find out they're 90 degree servos. They only open up by 45 degrees. And some of the numbers and codes that they give you to use on the Adafruit website, guess what? They don't work. So what I did is I made my own program to test just the servos, and use the same values that I had in the code, and it just didn't work. So then I used the microseconds command. So 1500 microseconds is center position on the servo. 1000 microseconds is all the way one way, and 2000 is all the way the other way. And guess what? That worked. So then I eliminated the actual angle callouts in the code, and I used the microseconds commands in the code, and lo and behold, everything worked. So I made up another program and just started playing around with values, and guess what? These were trying to swing too wide. So in other words, the lowest value I can get these to move to is 45, actually 40, and the highest value I can get these to move is 145. So in the code, and I will actually show you guys right here. So in the code right here, what I did, up where it has the values here, this one was originally 100, 1, 1, and 100. So I put it as 140, 45, 45, and 140 with a 30 millisecond delay. And then down here, which you guys caught, I added the left door close, which didn't exist. Now you guys had said these servo attaches you only need to do it in the setup, and it's doing it every time it goes to pop the doors. Well, there's a reason why, and Jeremy pointed that out. If you go all the way down here to, where is it? Where are you? I think I passed it, my bad. Yeah, right here. After we close, it detaches the servos. The reason why the servos get detached is because there's a problem of interference when using the MP3 player board, and it causes the servos to twitch. So when the trap is closed, they detach the servos, and they have to reattach at the beginning of the sequence. The reason why it shows up in every sequence is you can also trigger the trap by a switch that's on the side of it, and if you get that switch out of sequence, you can stop the trap in the middle of its programming. So that's why that servo attachment is on every sequence of the code. But we are 100% now. I can't thank you guys enough. You guys are awesome. And Jeremy, I can't thank him enough. I mean, he didn't have to do that. He didn't even have to give me the time of day. He could have said, I don't remember anything about that, and just left. But he actually took the time to dig a file out of his computer and send it to me. And putting that together with the code that is now up, we kind of got everything together. And what I'm going to do too is I'm going to send a message to Sean Charlesworth, and I am going to have him add what I had to do to get this working to part of the debugging section of his electromechanical guide. So in case anybody else has this problem using these same servos, then that's what we got. And the reason why is these MG20D, the ones that he has that says to buy, are an MG90S. And there is a difference between the two. I believe these are digital, the other ones are analog. These are supposedly an updated version of that. But anyway, that's what I had to do to get these to work. So again, thank you guys, and we're going to put this all together in the trap, and hopefully everything will work. So thanks again.